In the big picture of AI LLM APIs, we can see a rapid adoption as organizations increasingly rely on third-party AI services. However, this growth introduces various challenges. As examples, we can see unmonitored usage, high operational costs, inconsistent performance, and data security. Therefore, organizations now must focus on managing complexity, cost effectiveness, and service quality of the AI APIs. If we look at these challenges from the perspective of an organization, unmonitored usage can lead to escalating costs. Inconsistent performance can impact service quality. Data security and governance become critical concerns. Scaling AI integrations without proper visibility and control can result in inefficiencies. These challenges highlight the need for a robust solution to manage AI LLM APIs effectively. WSO2 has now created purpose-built capabilities for managing AI LLM APIs. New egress API management for AI LLM capabilities supports managing external AI services as APIs, ensuring that AI APIs are secure, well-governed, and optimized for performance. WSO2 API Manager provides a dedicated AI API gateway with multiple capabilities. First, control and quality of service. With WSO2's AI LLM API Gateway, you get complete visibility and control over AI API usage. This ensures that AI-powered applications deliver a consistent and reliable service experience. Next, usage monitoring and governance. Now you can track, summarize, and analyze AI API usage to improve efficiency and prioritize traffic. And finally, cost and performance optimization. You will be able to identify usage patterns to forecast and control costs while maintaining optimal performance. Now let's explore the key user stories and features of the AI API Gateway. These user stories highlight how different roles within an organization can leverage WSO2 API Manager to streamline AI LLM API management. Administrators can log into API Manager's admin console to handle predefined AI service vendors. If they need to integrate any third-party vendor, they can easily onboard it through the same console. API developers can create and deploy AI LLM APIs with ease. Using the publisher portal, developers can select predefined AI vendors, provide essential details like API name, version, endpoint, and credentials, and deploy the API on either Synapse Gateway or the APK Gateway. Next, WSO2 API Manager offers subscription policies and rate limiting features to regulate access. Administrators can define a subscription policy with specific usage limits for an AI API, like allowing 300 prompt tokens per minute for certain business plans. Then API developers can apply these plans to AI API, ensuring each user cannot exceed 300 prompt tokens per minute per subscription. Once they hit that threshold, they must wait until the time window resets. Similar constraints can also be applied to response token counts and total token counts. In addition, API developers have the option to protect backend AI services by configuring backend token-based rate limiting. This helps to prevent the backend AI service from becoming overloaded. Last but not least, AI LLM Gateway includes comprehensive analytics features to track AI API usage on intuitive dashboards, including vendor or model-specific token counts. These dashboards can either be viewed using WSO2 API Manager's default analytics tool, Choreo Analytics, or ELK dashboards. These insights help in optimizing usage patterns and accurately forecasting the costs associated with AI APIs. In order to address the above user stories, AI API Gateway offers several powerful features. In summary, built-in support for leading LLM providers, custom LLM provider integration, token-based backend rate limiting, subscription-based rate limiting, enhanced analytics with Choreo Analytics and ELK. These capabilities ensure seamless integration, performance optimization, and effective governance of AI APIs. Now that we have covered the key concepts, let's see how WSO2 API Manager simplifies AI LLM API management and delivers value to organizations.
Hi guys, now let's see how we can create a GenAI API using WSO2 API Manager. So let's say we want to create a GenAI API for a chatbot application. So to create the API, go to Publisher Portal. Now click on this and click on Create AI/LLM API. Now you need to give the LLM service provider. So we have built-in support for Mr., OpenAI and OpenAI. So for the chatbot application, I'll select OpenAI. give the API version here and click on next. Now you need to give the API name. So let me simply say chatbot, context as /chat, and let's give 100 as the version. Now you can create the API. Once the API is created, you need to go to this endpoint page. And here you need to paste the API keys you obtained from OpenAI. Let me give my 2 keys here and save the API. Now you need to deploy the API. So click on this deployments page. Click here to deploy the API to our Synapse API Gateway. Now go to lifecycle and click on this publish button to publish the APIs. Now the API is published. So if you go to developer portal, you should be able to see the new API. So here you can see the chatbot API. Now since we have a chatbot application created, let's see how we can invoke the API. To invoke the API, you need to log into a developer portal. Before invoke the API, you need to have an application. To create an application, click on here, click add new application. Let's give our application a name. Let's say chatbot application. And save the application. Now go back to APIs. Click on chatbot. Click on subscriptions. And here you can see your application. Click chatbot application and click on subscribe. Once you subscribe, you can go to API console. Click on get test key. Now you can invoke the API. Let's use chat application endpoint. Click on try it out. And here you can give the request body. So I have my prompt ready. Let me paste it here. And this will basically ask what is the difference between gateway and control plane in WSO2 API Manager. Let's execute the request. So this request will go to the OpenAI backend and give us the response back. If you wait few seconds, we will get the response back. So that's how we invoke an API using WSO2 API Manager. Now since we can invoke the API, let's see how we can control and manage access of users to a created GenAI API. For that, you need to have subscription policy. To create a subscription policy, first log into the admin portal. So as you can see, I'm already logged in. Let's click here and click on add AI policy. Let's give our policy a name. Let's say chatbot subscription policy. And here you can define the quota lengths. So let's say for 1 minute, I allow 5 requests, a total token count of, let's say, 1000, a prompt token count of 200, and completion token count of 500. Now let's save our policy. Go to publisher portal, select our chatbot API, go to subscriptions. Here you can see the newly created chatbot subscription policy. Let's select it and save the API. Now if you go to the developer portal, click our chatbot API, go to subscription, you can see the business plan here. Now let's subscribe to the business plan. Go to API console here, get a test key, and let's use the same chat completion endpoint. So let's try it out. Let me use the same request we used and execute the API. Now, after some time, we get the response back. So we got the response back and it used 55 prompt token, 470 completion token, and total token count of 525. So let's execute the request again. So again, the request went through, we got the response back, and if you execute the request a third time, the request is throttled out. So that's how you can control access of users to a GenAI API. With subscription policies, you can manage access of a user to a given API. But to manage access to the backend LLM service across all users, you need to have backend rate limiting. To configure backend rate limiting, first you need to log into publisher portal. So I'm already logged in. Let's click on our chatbot API. Go to runtime configurations, and here you can specify backend rate limiting. Let's give the time as 1. So let's say we allow max prob token count of 1000 per minute, completion token count of 5000, and total token count of 10,000, and max request count of 100. And we can save the API. API Manager also allows you to add any custom AI vendor to our API management platform. Let's say if you want to create Llama APIs, you can simply do that by adding Llama as an AI vendor. So to do that, you need to log into our admin portal. So I'm already logged in. Go to AI vendors, click add AI vendor. Let's give our vendor's name, Llama, and version 100. And here you need to define the LLM configuration. So you should basically say where this information comes in the response payload. So if the model comes in the payload, then you need to give the JSON path of the model. So I have already filled out those information, and you need to give the API definition of the Llama API. You select this, and now you need to give the auth configuration. You should specify how Llama handle authorizations. So Llama is authorization header. So we select auth header. And let's say header name authorization with the connected type as default. Click on add. So now Llama is an AI vendor. So if you go to a publisher portal, let's create GenAI API. Now you can see Llama as the new AI vendor. So as same as we create OpenAI API, you can now create Llama APIs. API Manager provides two main analytics solutions. One is ELK Analytics and other one is Choreo Analytics. For this demonstration, I'll use Choreo Analytics. So what is Choreo Analytics? Choreo is a cloud-native solution of WSO2 which allows developers to build, deploy and manage APIs, integrations and microservices. Choreo Analytics is an advanced analytics layer within Choreo. Now let's see how we can configure API Manager with Choreo Analytics. For that, first go to Choreo dashboard. You can easily find the links within our documentation. Go to settings, click on on-prem key, and you can generate the key here. Once the key is generated, copy the key, go to where you have installed API Manager, go to repository, conf, and open this deployment domain file. Here you can see the analytics configuration. So you need to update the configuration to set up Choreo Analytics. So I have already prepared the configuration. Let me paste the configurations here, and this is where you have to put the on-prem key. So save the configuration and restart API Manager. Now invoke few APIs and you can see the traffic here. So this shows total token usage or prompt token usage or completion token usage across the organization. So basically everything you need to explore the GenAI API usage across the organization can be viewed from here. So if you go to this tab, you can see how traffic has flows across different vendors. So vendor usage over time, token usage distribution, token usage over time, average token usage. So all those information can be seen from here. And this also allows you to filter traffic by different vendors. So if you select OpenAI, you can only see OpenAI traffic here. So next, if if you go to the error page, you can see how they let's select all the vendors. You can see traffic which has occurred in errors. So you can see the status codes. You can see Mr. AI failed with a 401 error. So if you go to latency page, so this shows how the 95th percentile and median latency change over time for different vendors. So with AI and APIs, you can gain detailed insights into AI API's performance, traffic, and usage pattern. So this allows you to make informed decisions and improve efficiency of your deployment.